Hey, Dr. Sam Ertl, and it's time to talk about food. Let food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food, a wise man once said. And that man was Hippocrates. If you've ever heard of the medical doctor's Hippocratic oath, do no harm, that was him. It was the same guy that they made that oath after, said that your food is your medicine. So screwing up this issue right here is one of the main reasons, like we talked about in our first video, that Americans are the sickest people on earth because of our food. And a lot of the food that we eat that many of you may think is normal, like feel entitled to eat it because everyone else is eating it. It seems normal. It is not normal. And in other countries, most other countries, it's illegal to sell to humans, not fit for human consumption. So today we're going to talk about what that involves. And it's a lot simpler than you might think. This is not about, denying yourself of all the yummy foods that you feel entitled to. It's better. It tastes better to have a healthy diet. And there's a lot of foods that you're going to learn that you like better than the stuff that you thought was, all there was available. So what most people are taking in our culture, if you look around, maybe this is you, is what we call the SAD diet, the standard American diet. And the SAD diet is called that because it makes you sad. If you eat the food that is bad for you, it messes up your emotions, it messes up your mental health, it messes up your physical health, and for a lot of reasons, it'll make you sad. And what the SAD diet includes is a lot of added hormones. They pump hormones into these animals to make them grow bigger, and that stuff messes up your body's endocrine system, your hormone system. It's got pesticides in it, bug poison, stuff that you wouldn't even use in the yard without gloves and a mask. You're literally eating it, like glyphosate. Roundup is in way more food than you want to think. Anything with wheat in it that's not organic, it's got Roundup on it. Quite a bit, actually. Some of it's heavily processed. Some of it has heavy metals in it, like Girl Scout cookies, hate to break it to you, is full of heavy metals, and a lot of other foods. Artificial dyes, chemical dye agents, artificial sweeteners that are neurotoxins. A lot of these foods are not natural, not healthy, and will make you sick. So the other thing is GMO foods. Now, what is GMO? GMO means genetically modified organism or genetically mutated organism. Some nerds in lab coats somewhere were tinkering with your food on a genetic level. Think Teenage Mutant Ninja food, and they're feeding it to you and telling you it's fine. It's not fine. GMO foods are linked to infertility, PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. They're linked to cancers and autoimmune diseases, lowered immunity. A lot of ill health can be linked back to GMO foods. And especially when you compound that damage with pesticides and dyes and artificial things that aren't supposed to be in your food, okay? So you want to eat organic whenever you can. And you want to eat whole foods, or, look at the ingredients list. If you can't pronounce it, it's probably not good for you. The fewer ingredients, generally, the better. Whole foods, non-GMO foods, look for that little label. And your beef, your meats, your chicken, your fish, you want to get grass-fed beef. You want to get non-GMO chicken, and your fish, you want it to be wild caught. Okay, because they have farms where they raise these fish in like confined areas, and a lot of them are full of heavy metals like mercury, okay? A side fact, actually, did you know the flu vaccine has 100 times more mercury in it than is allowed in your fish? Think about it. Think about what goes into your body. So if you screw this issue up and you don't eat healthy food, it leads to what we call metabolic syndrome, where your body's metabolism gets all thrown off. That leads to a condition called leaky gut, where your gut allows things to go into your bloodstream that shouldn't be there. You get inflammation all throughout your body. That's called global inflammation, and fat that won't come off. People that are trying to exercise really hard and burn off all the fat, but it won't come off. You might need to cleanse your body with a dietary cleanse, and our line of products here, Standard Process, is a fantastic dietary cleanse that can help flush that stuff out so that you can kind of start over with your diet and your metabolism and get all that gunk out so that you can burn through the fat. If you have toxins in your body that come in through your gut or through environmental things, your body will actually store the poisons in your fat, and your body won't burn the fat. You'll actually burn off your organs and your fat before you your organs and your muscle before you burn off the fat, because it's got poison trapped inside. No joke. So, clean food. What is clean food? Clean food is generally organic if you can find it. And organic, the most important stuff to get organic is the Clean 15, the Dirty Dozen. The Dirty Dozen are fruits and vegetables that have pesticides on the outside of the plant. Things like apples and berries and lettuce. They get sprayed with chemicals, and then you go ahead and just eat that stuff. It does not wash off. Some of these you can't even wash it off with soap and water, okay? So the Clean 15 is a list of about 15 different foods, fruits and vegetables, that you can peel off the outside. So think about like bananas and pineapples and melons. They could spray that with pesticide, and it's got a thick rind that you're gonna throw away and eat the inside of it. So the Clean 15 versus the Dirty Dozen. The Dirty Dozen, you wanna get those organic. Eat your non-GMOs, eat your grass-fed, your wild-caught. That's a much better way to go. Now, fats, dietary fats. You want fat in your body. Fat is super important. Your brain is made of fat. It's really important that you have healthy fats in the right quantities in your body. You want to avoid genetically modified fats. This is one of the highest exposures of GMOs that you're getting. It's in the oil, your cooking oil. So your canola oils, your corn oil, your soybean oil, stay away from that stuff. The seed oils, those are all seed oils. You're hearing that getting talked about nowadays. So avoid those. Coconut oil, you can get organic for cheap. Olive oil, it's cheap to get organic olive oil, especially look for single source. Those are always the best. And beef tallow and butter, you can get organic butter for not very much more than regular butter, and stay away from margarine. It's not real food, okay? Okay. The last thing I want to talk about is supplements. The soil that a lot of our food that's grown in is not full. It's been depleted of nutrients, so it's important to supplement your diet with healthy supplements, not stuff that was like concocted in a laboratory, supplements that are grown in the ground. That's why we work with Standard Process. They have whole food, naturally produced, not overly processed ingredients. Catalin is our multivitamin. We've got probiotics, Biofilm Pro Balance, and fish oil. This is a great source of healthy fat. Your brain is basically made of that type of oil. Fish oil is an omega-3 fatty acid. Super good for you. And don't forget about your animals, by the way. We got canine support formula, feline support formula, and even equine support formula. Keep your animals healthy and happy too. Don't feed them garbage. Feed them the good stuff. They'll be happier and fuzzier and friendlier for it. So thank you for watching. Bring me questions. I know this is a big topic, so please lay it on me. Bring me whatever questions you have. Your diet should not be a source of shame and restrictive. You should be able to eat a variety of foods that are good for you and bring you health. Thanks for watching.